So I think it might be a little bit of a different answer, right? Because there's all that embodied energy in the concrete, right, which is enormous. But what it does illustrate, I think, is that we can't always make assumptions, at least from a carbon perspective or environmental impact perspective, that local is always better. Now, there may be all sorts of other reasons for why we want to have local food supply and other such endeavors, social reasons. But it's a challenging, I think that we often oversimplify that and put it in a narrative of environmental sustainability or carbon emissions. Actually, if you look at food, the transportation emissions associated with food are very small. Most of the carbon footprint in food has to do with the raising of food and the feedstock, especially for things like meat, for example, but also for things like tomatoes. So if you're living in the north, you might be better not growing your tomato in a greenhouse. You might be better importing it from far away, at least from a carbon footprint perspective. So there's often a disconnect, I think, in the discourse, the local food narratives. Now, we can have all sorts of other reasons for why local is good, but I think one of the power of sort of life cycle assessment is our ability to answer some of those questions, at least in terms of environmental impact. And it throws this local global thing into a bit of disarray sometimes.
Al, do you want to?
I think sometimes the local global issue is confused with the small scale, large scale issue. And the two of them are by no means identical. There are many things that are basically better done on a smaller scale, including farming. And if you kind of look at the input measurement,